Man, that's what's up. That's something people dream about. Now I can ask you now, how did that compare to writing a book? Like you sitting down with Juicy J, who is some people's favorite producer, favorite group on earth is 3 6 Mafia. What is that experience like in comparison to, doing articles for a magazine or a newspaper?
Well, the crazy thing, man, like getting to work on Chronicles of the Juice Man, everybody pick it up worldwide if you haven't already. But the crazy thing about Chronicles of the Juice Man was that I'd first met Juicy J and DJ Paul over the phone because I was doing their bio for their label Relativity at the time, back when Chapter Two was coming out, and Chapter Two World Domination, and basically Grace Heck, their publicist, was like, "Hey, have you heard of 3 6 Mafia?" And I had, so I was like, "Oh man, I love them. They're really coming up." And she's like, "Oh, that's great because we just signed them, but they need a bio." So I was like, "Oh man, I'd love to do it." After I did the bio, Grace really liked it, and 3 6 really liked it. And then a few months later, or around the same time, I got the job at Rap Pages. And then, I was like, I told my boss, Alan Gordon, I was like, man, 3 6, they're doing big things. I think we should do a story on them. I just talked to him. Like, I think it'd be great. And then Alan was like, yeah, you should do a story on 3 6, man. Why don't you make it happen? And then Grace and Relativity shot me down to Memphis, and then I did a story. So I got to meet them early in like '98 in person and spend time with them. I got to go to the studio with them while they were working on a Tear the Club of Thugs album. So I got to spend time with them. Juicy J would pick me up from the hotel. We'd ride to the studio and just talk when we were in the studio. So I got to see them really working on, When God Calls Time Out, Get Buck, Get Wild, a few different songs that ended up on that album. So that was amazing to be there in person. And then over the years, because I love 3 6 Mafia, I wrote about them a lot. I got to write about them for the LA Times, for The Source, for Rap Pages again. I'd interview Project Pat all the time. So I was down. I love 3 6 Mafia, one of my favorite groups of all time. So then I did the Gucci Guide to Greatness, Gucci Man Guide to Greatness, and Ray, who I knew, who's Juicy J's manager, had seen it and hit me up like, "Hey man, would you ever want to do a Juicy J book?" And I hadn't talked to Ray in a long time, so he had me in his phone and everything. When I hit him, he's like, "Oh man, I already got you in here." I was like, "Yeah, man, I've been messing with 3 6, man." He's like, "Oh yeah, that's right." So the funny thing is, of course, I wanted to do a Juicy J book because, like you said, he's one of my favorite producers and rappers in rap history, and I think one of the best. So then we had to do a book proposal, and then my book agent shopped it around. Shout out to Robert for that. And basically, man, thankfully, Hanover Square Press gave us a deal, man, and put it out. And you know, just been it's been a blessing to do that. And the difference and the similarity of writing a book to me, this book is 60 some thousand words, whereas when you do an article on the long side of thing, it might be two, three, 4,000 words. So it's more like, how do you make this story flow, and how do you make it into a story that's going to be 60 plus thousand words, or like History of Gangster Rap, 90 plus thousand words. And that's just practicing on transitions and making sure it's a story and it goes up and down and there's peaks and valleys. And, I knew a lot of stuff about Juicy J from hanging out with him and talking to him, and, just talking to him on the side of interviews because I got to know him over the years. So we had a really good relationship and a great interaction already. So whether we would meet up at the studio or somewhere else, or whether we would talk on the phone, working on this book was like a dream come true because I've been working with and knowing him since the late 90s, and now it's 2024, and the book came out at the end of 2023. So it's like I've been developing and cultivating a relationship we've been doing that with each other for 20 plus years. So to have that type of foundation and relationship is incredible. And then to see it come to fruition with the Chronicles of the Juice Man book, like that's living the dream, man. Like I wanted, when I was 10, 11, 12 years old and falling in love with rap, and then realizing I wanted to do it as a career, like this is the type of thing I thought about. Like, man, I'd love to be friends with these dudes. I love to talk with them. I love to hang out with them. I love to learn more about them. I love the music so much. And then to be able to be friends with Juicy J, we hit each other on holidays. We just check in, we just talk. or if I see some online, I'll hit him, or he'll do the same with me. So it's just amazing to have that type of relationship with somebody that you admired from afar, and then they become cool. And he's talked to my parents before. He's met my wife and my daughter, and I met his wife. So it's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Wow, that's what's up, man. We at the 30-minute mark. I was gonna hit you off with one more question. Is that cool?
Let's make it happen, man.
Okay, yeah. So by you working for the magazine, doing the book, producing, different, visuals for different people. What you feel like is your best work? What's your passion? What did you enjoy the most out of all of it?
Out of everything I do, the thing I love the most is interacting with the artists. So whether that's interviewing them for a book or for my Unique Access Entertainment YouTube channel or an article I'm writing, that's the best thing for me because I love the music, and to be able to interact with them and talk to them about the music, to me that's the best. And when I was doing more of it, but when I was like working on selling beats with tracks, it's interacting with the artists on a personal, professional, and creative level that to me is the best. And that's something that I love, and that's what keeps me so inspired and keeps me excited about doing everything that I do, because that connection, that dream that I had when I was 12 years old, I've been able to do it, and I'm still doing it, and I want to do it at a higher, better, bigger level all the time, which is what drives me. So, to be able to get this far is a blessing, man, and that's what drives me. So,
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Keep up the great work. You're definitely inspiring a lot of people. You bringing some of our favorite artists, their stories out. I definitely appreciate your multiple contributions to hip hop. So my last thing is thank you again for coming on the platform. Now the viewers, if they want to support the books, they want to check out your work, they want to see your show. Where can they do that at?
yeah, you can check me out on Unique Access Entertainment on YouTube. It's just at Unique Access ENT. All my social media is me at Soren Baker, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And same for Unique Access Entertainment at Unique Access ENT. The Chronicles of the Juice Man, you can pick that up worldwide at any bookstore. Same thing with Gucci Man Guide to Greatness. And of course, with History of Gangster Rap, if they don't have them in stores, they can order them for you because they're available worldwide. And shout out to Uganda. I haven't been there yet, but hopefully one day I'll be able to make it. But I really appreciate your support, and just everybody keep living your dreams, or keep working on living your dream, man, because that's the most important thing.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So yeah, I just want to thank the viewers for tapping in with us one more time, and thank you again. Keep up the great work. So until next time, it's been another episode of Taye Speaks, a phenomenal episode. We had a legend in the building. We out.
Taye,
Peace.
thank you, man. Thank you, Taye, and continued success for you too and everything you're doing.